So it's like January, 5th. And then, what was it, like 2.5 months? I was in the orderly room, and then I met with the lieutenant colonel, the female, and they said, we're going to turn in paperwork, and you're going to be discharged. You're going to be discharged with a general under honorable condition discharge for misconduct. And that was at the beginning of March of 02. I'm sorry, 01. And then a week and a half later, I got my car packed up, and I'm driving back to Las Vegas I'm escorted to the gate. I mean, it was crazy. I'm escorted to the gate, and I left, and I'm driving back to Las Vegas from Sacramento, with all my stuff in my car, and didn't know what I was going to do. And that's when, Israel, I don't think I know we talked after that because I was discharged, but that's when, looking back, that was a very bad time. I had lost my entire identity. I was a soldier. I was in the Air Force, and I was in a uniform, and it was, that was my, that I had bragging rights, right? I was deployed for 9/11. I was like this hero, right, to some people, and here I was, shamed and discharged from the military, and it was terrible, man. It was like, looking back, it was, I was like existing. I wasn't even thriving. I was, I wasn't suicidal. It was nothing like that. It was like, I had a place to go. I went back home to my dad's house. I'm sleeping on the couch. And I tell you, that night that I got back, the only place I knew where to go was the bar. That's all I knew. So I went to an Applebee's because it was down the street from my dad's house. And I'm sitting at the bar drinking a Bud Light. And I'm like, what went wrong? Here I am. And it was crazy because as an alcoholic, I'm staring at my beer and I'm thinking, what is the problem? What is wrong with my life, as I'm peeling the label off of a beer, right? And it's like, it's right in front of me. Didn't even know it. And it was a bad time. So again, like I said, growing up, when I quit playing sports, I lose this identity, and I have to recreate myself with this drinking and partying. Now I'm in the military, and I completely lose my identity. I mean, not only was I no longer in uniform, I had to give the uniforms back. It wasn't even like, these are yours. Yeah, they were like, these are ours, right? You got to turn them in. And I mean, it was terrible. It was and the embarrassment and the shame, dude. I didn't tell my dad. My dad did not know the truth for a year. He thought it was an alcohol-related incident. And
so you didn't know about the drugs. You didn't know that you popped.
I told my mom. My mom knew. My dad did not know for a year that it was because of a failed drug test.
So now when they were questioning you, didn't you have the cleanser in your car to sort of clean your body?
No. So what they did was they said you have what did they say? You have 2 hours to report. To go take the drug test. And so I ran down in Fairfield to some smoke shop and bought some bullshit, drink this and you're good to go, and it shit didn't work. I should sue that company. It was some bullshit.
Now I know when all that happened. So again, I got off the night shift and I'm hearing a banging on my door. And I mean, I thought I was being raided. I thought it was the cops. And I opened the door, and here comes Matt telling me straight out. He goes, "Izzy, I'm fucked." Those are the last words I remember him telling me. And I was like, what? Like, what's going on? He's like, "I'm fucked. I know it's going to come back positive because I smoked weed, this and this and that." And I couldn't even say anything to you. I was just looking like, oh my God, like, is this really happening?
I remember that. I was sitting in that chair staring at your TV, and I was like, and my mind was racing, and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like,